Hi students, good morning. So my name is Fanindra and I am lecturer in physics in Vignan Institutions. So let us continue our topic regarding the chapter laws of motion. So in this chapter, in our previous session, we have discussed regarding friction. So until now, we have discussed what is friction, advantages and disadvantages of friction, how to reduce friction, and what are the different types of friction. In this session of video, let us see some of the applications where the friction is useful and how to calculate the desired values. So let us see some of the applications by using friction. So the main applications that we will see in this friction in this session of the video are pushing and pulling of a lawn roller, sliding of a chain on a horizontal table, friction in connected bodies, and when body displaced of an accelerating truck, what happens to a body placed when it is placed on a accelerating truck, and the vehicle is taking a turn in a horizontal road, what is the safe velocity that should a vehicle take a turn in a horizontal road. So these are the some of the application that we will discuss in this session of the video. So before going to discuss this contents or these applications, let us see what is angle of friction. So angle of friction. So friction, before learning the friction, we have discussed some of the general or the some of the forces, common forces that we will discuss in mechanics. Is one of such type is contact force. So in the contact force, contact with solid to solid, there are two types of forces. One is normal reaction and another one is frictional force, which I have discussed earlier. So to know what is the angle of friction, so let us consider a rough horizontal surface, on which a block of mass m is placed, on which here a block of mass m is placed. Okay, so the forces acting on this are the weight of the body acts vertically downwards. The weight of the body is nothing but mg, and the normal reaction is perpendicular to the surface of the contact, denoted by n. N is the normal reaction. And if you try to push the body, or if the body is moving in this direction, so or if you are applying the force in this direction, there is a frictional force which is tangential to the surface of the contact and opposite to the relative motion of the body. Let it be denoted by small f. F is the frictional force which is tangential to the surface of the contact. Okay, so basically a contact force between a solid and a solid is of two types. There are two types of contact forces. One is normal reaction, another one is frictional force. Okay, so the resultant of the two forces is nothing but the contact force. So there are two forces, one is normal reaction and another one is frictional force. Normal reaction is always perpendicular to the surface of the contact and frictional force is always tangential to the surface of the contact. So the resultant of these two forces is nothing but in this manner, that R is the resultant or the net contact force Fc. Okay, so consider this and consider this angle as phi, angle made by the resultant of normal reaction and frictional force with normal reaction is nothing but the angle of friction. So from this we can write the equation of the resultant force. So net force acting on this block are net contact force, magnitude of the net contact force is nothing but is equal to, as they both are perpendicular to each other, so we know that resultant of two forces is p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. under root. So that is root over normal reaction n square plus frictional force square, n square plus f square. So net contact force is nothing but root over n square plus f is nothing but frictional force is nothing but coefficient of friction. So as it is in rest condition, it is coefficient of static friction, that is mu s into n whole square. So mod fc is equal to root over n square plus mu s square n square, that is equal to n into root over 1 plus mu s square, or mod fc is equal to, from this diagram we know that n is equal to mg, mod fc is equal to mg into root over 1 plus mu s square is the net contact force. Okay, this is the net resultant contact force. There are two types of contact forces, one is normal reaction and another one is friction. From these two, the net resultant contact force is mg into root over 1 plus mu s square. Okay, so now angle of friction. So the definition of the angle of friction is angle made by the, angle of friction is nothing but angle made by the resultant of normal reaction and limiting friction with normal reaction is called angle of friction. So this is the definition for the angle of friction, angle made by the resultant of normal reaction and limiting friction. So this is the resultant of normal reaction and limiting friction with normal reaction, that is nothing but phi. So from this triangle, tan phi is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side is nothing but the limiting frictional force divided by adjacent side is the normal reaction n. Tan phi is equal to Fl by n. So limiting frictional force Fl is nothing but mu s into n divided by n. So n gets cancelled. So tan phi is equal to mu s. So mu s is equal to tan phi, where phi is the angle of friction. This phi is called angle of friction. Phi is the angle of friction. So this is very useful concept regarding the solving of problems where this angle of friction is given and coefficient of static friction is not given. Then coefficient of static friction mu s is equal to tan phi. So which will be useful in later applications. Okay, so this is the angle of friction. Okay students, now let us go to the next application, that is pushing and pulling of a lawn roller. So we were very familiar what is meant by lawn roller. So you may see in the when you are watching the cricket, they are used to clear the field, batting field with this lawn roller. They are used to solve this field, smoothen the field. So that is the lawn roller. Pushing and pulling. Whether pushing is the lawn roller is easy or pulling the lawn roller is easy. So let us know from the mathematical equations by using the Newton's laws and the frictional formulas. Let us know which is better, to push the lawn roller or to pull the lawn roller. So let us consider a rough surface. So this is a rough surface, rough horizontal surface on which a lawn roller is placed. So this is let us consider it to be a lawn roller. Okay, so let us divide into two axes. So this is the center of the lawn roller. So the forces acting on it are, weight of the body acts vertically downwards, right? It is nothing but mg. Let m is the mass of the lawn roller. and a normal reaction is perpendicular to the surface of the contact. So this is the normal reaction here. So either pushing or pulling, we have to consider a case. So let us consider the lawn roller is pushed. So I am pushing the lawn roller. So by pushing the lawn roller, we have to push in this direction. Okay, so the applied force will be in this manner. Okay, so this is the applied force F, which let it makes an angle theta. So here is also the angle theta. Let the force makes an angle theta with the horizontal. Now this force component can be resolved into two components. So along horizontal direction, in this direction, so there is a force of F cos theta, and in this direction it is F sin theta, right? So due to this F cos theta, or by pulling the force, so there is a net resultant force acting in this direction, net resultant force F net. Net resultant force is acting in this direction. So as the lawn roller is moving in this direction, there is a frictional force in opposite to the motion and parallel to the surface of the contact. So frictional force is in this direction, which is a rolling friction. As the body is rolling, it is a rolling friction. So these are the forces that are acting on the lawn roller. Okay, so from this, along which let us write the equations of this motion. Now consider along vertical direction, along vertical direction. Okay, see, along the vertical direction there is no motion. So there is no net resultant force acting on the body. So total upward forces is equal to the total downward forces. So the equation will be equal to this normal reaction N is equal to total downward force. So from this N normal reaction N is equal to total downward forces, which is nothing but F sin theta plus mg. Right? Now along the horizontal direction, let it be the equation 1. Now along horizontal direction, there is a net resultant force acting on the body F net, causing the motion of the lawn roller. So if you draw the free body diagram, it will be like this. In this direction it is F cos theta, and in opposite direction there is a frictional force Fr. So there is a net resultant force acting on the body F net. Right. So from this the equation can be written as F cos theta minus Fr is equal to F net. Okay, F cos theta minus Fr is nothing but a frictional rolling frictional force is equal to mu r into normal reaction N, that is equal to F net. From the equation 1, let us substitute the value of the N in this equation. So the equation can be written as F cos theta minus mu r into the value of N is F sin theta plus mg, F sin theta plus mg, which is equal to the net resultant force. So from this net resultant force, F net is equal to F cos theta minus mu r into F sin theta minus mu r into mg is the net resultant force acting on the lawn roller. So remember this one, net resultant force is equal to F cos theta minus mu r into F sin theta minus mu r mg. So I am writing this equation for the further verification process. So while pushing, we get a net resultant force as F net is equal to F cos theta minus mu r F sin theta minus mu r mg. Okay, so this is the net resultant force which we have obtained in the case of pushing a body. So from this equation, let us calculate what is the acceleration also. So we know that the net resultant force is nothing but ma, which is equal to, from here F can be taken common, from which cos theta minus mu r sin theta minus mu r mg, from which A is equal to F cos theta minus mu r sin theta minus mu r mg divided by m is the net acceleration on the block or on the lawn roller while we are pushing, and this is the net resultant force acting on the lawn roller. Let us also calculate what is the net frictional force acting on this lawn roller. Net frictional force Fr is equal to mu r into n, which is equal to mu r into n is nothing but F sin theta plus mg. F sin theta plus mg. Let us write this equation also. So net resultant rolling frictional force is equal to mu r into F sin theta minus or plus mg. So this is also the equation while we are calculating the pushing force. Now let us calculate what happens if we are pulling the lawn roller. If we are about to pull the lawn roller, let us calculate the net resultant force and the frictional force acting on the lawn roller, such that from these two equations we can make a conclusion that which is better. Okay, students, now let us see the case of pulling the lawn roller. So let us consider it as a rough horizontal surface and consider the lawn roller once again. Okay, so divide it into two components. So this is the center. The weight of the body acts vertically downwards, mg, and the normal reaction perpendicular to the surface of the contact in this direction, normal reaction n. Now we are pulling the lawn roller. In case of, we are seeing that pulling the lawn roller, right? While pulling the lawn roller, we have to pull in this direction, right? Pulling means in this manner. F. Let it makes an angle theta with the horizontal. Now this force can be resolved into two components. Along the horizontal direction, it is F cos theta, and along the vertical direction, in this direction, it is F sin theta. Right. So due to the F cos theta, there is a net resultant force acting in this direction, and the lawn roller is moving in this direction. So there is a frictional force tangential to the surface of the contact, frictional force Fr. Okay, so once again write the equations from this along horizontal direction, or along the first along vertical direction, along vertical direction. So along the vertical direction, you can see this, there is no motion, so there is no net resultant force acting on the body. From this equation can be written as total upward forces n plus F sin theta is equal to total downward forces, which is equal to mg, from which normal reaction n is equal to mg minus F sin theta. Let it be the equation 1. Okay, now along horizontal direction, along horizontal direction, So along horizontal direction, so there is a force F cos theta here and a resultant force acting opposite to the direction of the motion and net force in this direction. So equation can be written as F cos theta minus Fr is equal to net resultant force acting on the lawn roller. So F cos theta in minus Fr is nothing but mu r into N, that is equal to F net force. So let us substitute the value of the normal reaction here. So we can get F net force is equal to F cos theta minus mu r into N. N is nothing but mg minus F sin theta. Right. So net force acting on the body is equal to F cos theta minus into minus plus mu r into F sin theta minus mu r mg is the net resultant force acting on the lawn roller. So you can observe these two equations. This is the case where we obtained from the pushing of a lawn roller. So here you can observe these two equations. Here the net resultant force is F cos theta minus mu r F sin theta minus mu r mg. But here the same component mu r F sin theta, here it is subtracted but here it is added up. Right. So the force, net resultant force in this case is greater than pushing. So net resultant force in the case of pulling a body is greater than pushing. So it is easier to pull a lawn roller than pushing the lawn roller. So from this two observation, we can conclude that as the net for same applied force F, the net resultant force in the case of pulling the lawn roller is greater. So that is, it is easier to pull a lawn roller than to pushing it. Let us calculate the frictional force also. You can get a clear idea. Frictional force Fr is equal to mu r into N, which is equal to mu r into N is nothing but mg minus F sin theta, from which Fr is equal to mu r mg minus mu r F sin theta. Right. From these two expressions, from this and this expression, from these two expressions, you can conclude that the resultant or the net frictional force acting on the lawn roller in case of pulling is less than the in case of pushing the lawn roller. You can see here in both the cases. So here frictional force is more, here frictional force is also less. Therefore, it is easier to pull a body than to push a body. Okay, students, now let us move on to the next application, that is applying an inclined pulling force. So consider a rough horizontal surface. Consider it as a rough horizontal surface on which a block is placed of mass m. A block of mass m is placed. Let us consider this block has a mass m. So the forces acting on it are weight of the body acts vertically downwards mg, and the normal reaction perpendicular to the surface of the contact in this direction. Now, so if we are applying a pulling force, so if you are trying to pull a body, inclined pulling force, so force is applied in this direction F, which is making an angle theta. Let theta is the angle made by the force with the horizontal surface. So this force can be resolved into two components. In this direction it is F cos theta, and in this direction it is F sin theta. So if you are trying to pull a body, so there is a frictional force acting on the body which is opposite to the direction of the motion. So in this direction it is the frictional force acting on the body. So from which we can write the equations along the vertical direction, as there is no motion. Along the vertical direction we can write the equation as, so along the vertical direction it can be written as N plus F sin theta is equal to mg, or n is equal to mg minus f sin theta. Let it be the equation 1. Okay, now this f cos theta is responsible for moving of the body. So net force that is tends to move on the body, force requires to tend to move the body is equal to f cos theta. Now if the force is applied but the body does not move, if the body is not moving, it is in static friction condition, that is it is in rest. When the body is in rest condition, if the body is in rest condition, then static frictional force Fs is equal to f cos theta. Static frictional force should be equal to the applied force. So Fs is equal to f cos theta. Now to move the body, to move this block, then the f cos theta should be greater than limiting friction. At least limiting friction is to be applied. So to move the block, limiting frictional force should be applied. Fl is equal to f cos theta, right? So we know that Fl is nothing but a limiting frictional force is nothing but mu s into n is equal to f cos theta. Now substitute the value of n from equation 1. We can write this equation as mu s into n is nothing but mg minus f sin theta is equal to f cos theta. Okay, so expanding this equation, mu s mg is equal to f cos theta plus mu s f sin theta, from which f can be taken common. F into cos theta plus mu s sin theta is equal to mu s mg, or f is equal to mu s mg by cos theta plus mu s sin theta is the force, minimum force, or the force that is required to pull the body. Okay, so now let us calculate what is the minimum force that should be required. So for that we know that mu s is nothing but the tan phi. Mu s is equal to tan phi, where tan phi is the angle of friction, phi is the angle of friction, or mu s can also be written as sin phi by cos phi. Substituting the value in this equation, we can get force F is equal to sin phi by cos phi into mg divided by cos theta plus sin phi by cos phi into sin theta. Okay, from which we can written it as F is equal to mg sin phi divided by, simplifying the equation, cos theta into cos phi plus sin theta into sin phi. Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B is nothing but cos A minus B. So this equation can be written as F is equal to mg sin phi divided by cos of theta minus phi. So to calculate the minimum force, that means for F should be minimum, cos of theta minus phi should be maximum. Cos of theta minus phi should be maximum. That means cos of theta minus phi maximum means theta minus phi should be equal to 0, or theta is equal to phi. Theta is equal to phi. Then the minimum force will be equal to, if theta is equal to phi, minimum force is equal to, F minimum is equal to mg sin phi, is the minimum force required to move the block. Then theta should be equal to phi, angle of friction. Then only the block can be moved. Or it can also be written like this: sin phi is nothing but, we know that tan phi is equal to mu s from which sine phi is equal to mu s by root over mu s square plus 1. So minimum force is equal to mg mu s by root over mu s square plus 1 is the minimum pulling force required when the force F is inclined force F at an angle theta should be equal to phi. Theta should be equal to angle of friction. Then the minimum force is equal to mg mu s by root over mu s square plus 1 is the minimum pulling force required to pull the block. Okay students, so now the next coming to the next topic, that is applying an inclined pushing force. So let us consider a rough horizontal surface on which a block of mass m is placed. Let us consider this is a block of mass m. The forces acting on it are weight of the body mg and normal reaction perpendicular to the surface of the contact n. Now a pushing force is applied. So let the force is applied in this direction F, making an angle theta. So resolving this force into two components in this direction, that is F cos theta, and in this direction it is F sin theta. So as the force is applying, there is a frictional force tangential to the surface of the contact, which is denoted by F. So once again write these equations. Along the vertical direction, normal reaction N is equal to mg plus F sin theta. Let it be the equation 1. And along horizontal direction, if the block is in rest condition, along the horizontal direction, if the block is in rest condition, then force that is tending to move is F cos theta. Force that is tending to move the block is F cos theta. And if the block is in rest, then the static frictional force will be there. So static frictional force is equal to applied force. So whenever it is in rest condition, static frictional force is nothing but F cos theta. Right. To tend to move the body, or to move the body, minimum force should be applied is equal to limiting friction. So to move the body, move the block, this F cos theta should be equal to limiting frictional force FL. So F cos theta is equal to FL is nothing but mu s into n. So by substituting the value of n, we came to know that F cos theta is equal to mu s into n is nothing but mg plus F sin theta. Right. So simplifying this equation, we can get that F cos theta minus mu s F sin theta is equal to mu s mg. So by taking F common, F can be written as F is equal to mu s mg divided by cos theta minus mu s sin theta. Okay. So from this we know that mu s is equal to tan theta, tan phi or sin phi by cos phi, where phi is the angle of friction. By substituting the value of mu s in this above equation, we can get that F is equal to sin phi by cos phi into mg whole divided by cos theta minus sin phi by cos phi into sin theta. On simplifying this equation, we can get it as mg sin phi by cos theta into cos phi minus sin theta into sin phi. We know that cos theta cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is cos A plus B. So the equation can be written as the force equation can be written as F is equal to mg sin phi divided by cos theta plus phi. Cos of theta plus phi. Now we need to calculate the minimum force. For force should be the minimum, cos of theta plus phi should be maximum. So cos of theta plus phi should be maximum. Therefore theta is equal to 0. By substituting the value of theta is equal to 0 in this above equation, the minimum force F minimum is equal to mg sin phi by cos phi. Mg sin phi by cos phi is nothing but tan phi. So minimum force is equal to mg tan phi. The minimum force F minimum is equal to mu s into mg, and the angle should be equal to theta is equal to 0. For a pushing force, the minimum force, for a minimum force to be applied, then the value of theta should be equal to 0 and the minimum force should be equal to mu s into mg. So this is how we solve the problems. So these are the some of the applications where we come across the how to use the friction and how to calculate the equations. Okay, hope you understand well. Thank you for watching the video.